to go live here. Niiamah Ashong here. Thanks for being around. I got my glasses on today, so you know that what we're doing here is serious. I'm going to give us a chance for people to come on here and make sure that we're connected all the way through, and then I will give you a little bit of context for what we're doing here right now, and then we will go ahead and dive into everything. All right, so we should be online with everyone right now. Good to see you all. Niiamah Ashong here, founder of Outliers Edge, which is a movement that helps people lead the change they were put on this planet for, and build the engines that go ahead to and sustain it. Like that's what we do. I believe that there's something that comes from you being unique in the way that you show up as not just an outsider but an outlier. And one of the things that I'm really passionate about is I believe that the people who are going to change this world aren't going to be like every other person out there. They're not going to be the average person. They're going to be the outlier, the people who've done things that are different than the norm or who live a life that's just different than others. And one of the things I know the challenges that comes along with it, challenges of finding, is this aligned with me? What will people think about this? Am I an imposter? And right now, one of the biggest things for me is how do we actually make sure that we can like sustain this? Because there are other systems, other things that have been put in place that work, and what I'm doing is something different. And so today we're going to be focusing on actually building out some of the components of the engine. Y'all are finding me like we're in the middle of our 10,000 minutes live game right now, and so I was actually having a conversation with one of my clients here, and we were getting into the process of building out um, a dashboard related to like what she specifically is building. I realized that through the process, I'm like, if you want, we can go live and just like do this there and have it go on. And she graciously said yes to that. I'm gonna bring on Brittany here real quick. Brittany, thanks. Me and you. Let's just have a quick chat before we go on and bring on like the dashboard itself. Thanks for being awesome. Like Brittany's like literally she's like, yeah, let's just do it. you know. And what I love about this, I'm taking off the glasses, so it's another level of seriousness. But I want to thank you, Brittany, for one just being open to this. I feel like this is like the way that the outliers are. Like we're like, all right, let's just do it. Two outliers, you'll see this with me. One of the things I like to do is like I love to give people experiences. Right? It's not just about it's not just theory with me. What I've realized is like, especially as someone who's doing things that I don't know what I'm doing a lot of times. No one's telling me how to do this. No one's teaching me how to be an outlier. That's part of what makes this movement like this movement. And so as a result of it, I have to constantly be reinventing myself and also figuring out like, what does that mean to do it? And I've simply chosen to like live out loud while doing it or learn out loud really as it's happening. And I see Brittany here as someone who's like, I really respect you, Brittany, for choosing to do the same, like she had no clue we were going to do this. We had our time and we were like, let's take on this extra project. And she said yes. So Brittany, if you're cool with that, I want to just like use some time, let people know who you are, let them know more about what you're doing overall. And then I'll ask you probably one or two more questions and then we'll just get into like the building part. Sound good?
Absolutely. Sounds good.
Yeah. So yeah, Neil, she had no clue this was coming. So like we're just playing here. So Brittany, yeah, just give outliers a chance to get to know about you and the business that you're building and the movement that you stand for.
Cool. Hi, Outliers. I'm Brittany Cosgrove. I am a coach in the transformation space. So I help people find that thing that's on their heart, that thing that feels really good, really exciting, that edge that I want more, I want what's next. I help people bring that into this world in a way that feels really authentic, really aligned, really nourishing from the inside out. My background is in somatic work, emotional mastery, and working with the subconscious. And from there, I help people transform their blocks and the things that keep them stuck and playing small into stepping stones on the way to where they want to go. I would say that my mission is really just helping people live life on their terms. You've got one life. It should be a life that you feel passionate about, that you feel excited about, a life that you're falling in love with every single day. And that's what I help people cultivate.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Brittany, I'm glad to hear. I'm glad that Outliers are getting a chance to get to know you. So Outliers, like Brittany and I were working, and then we came to the place of like looking to create a dashboard to really outline the journey that people take when they go through the process of growth with her as she's building out the business. So where you're going to be able to see some of the behind the scenes components of it all. What we're building right now will probably end up being an ongoing tool that I have and share out here. But I want to be able to do it in a way that we get a chance to walk through it together, Brittany. Make sure it actually like focuses on you. What you'll find in this conversation, for anyone that's watching the live stream, like, please feel free to leave any comments you want. We will see the comments come in here, and we can answer it. If you have any questions for Brittany around like what she does, or what she's feeling, or any of those things, like, go ahead, leave a comment, and we'll respond to it as we can. For the most part, we're going to focus here now, though, on actually just making sure that we are creating what we need to create, and that we have a tool. We'll spend about a half hour doing this today, and then we're going to wrap up for today. Wherever we get to, and then over time you'll see us kind of bring this tool out in the future, and it's just going to be ready. But for right now, we're going to go and create this. Brittany, anything else for you? Anything you want to say? How do people get in touch with you, by the way, if they come in and they're just like, hey, I like whatever that process is, or however, whatever your energy is, I'd like to leave room for like all rooms of serendipity to come in. So how do people get in touch with you if that's what they want to do?
Yeah, come say hi to me over on Instagram. You can find me at Brittany.Cosgrove. Brittany is a little different. It's BRITTNI.COSGROVE. And I'd love for you to say hi.
Yeah, awesome. There, like, one of the things I just want to call in before we get to the spreadsheet is like, I'm a meta person, right? So it's not do as I say, but it's like do as I do, or like let's see, like I'm going to be doing it as well. And so I want to bring in that meta lens with Brittany, right? Like this is what I get about you, Brittany. Like, you've done the work to the point where you can show up any day in any way and already be ready. There was no list of things to come in. There was no expectation. There was no, hey, this is where this conversation was going to go. I had an idea, and you're like, yeah, let's run with it. And since then, every single second, like, we'd even go through like a run of play, like, this is how it's, because I don't know, right? I'm literally making it up in real time. I'm like, oh, you know what, Brittany's being really cool, we should make sure that they know how cool she is, and we're leaning into that. And so, like, for any of you out there, outliers, that are like I want to make sure I'm calling out the meta part of this, because yes, there's the coaching component that what she has, but who she bees is also very strong. And that level of just like ongoing easeful confidence that doesn't come easy, but and has been worked on. Like, that's one of the things that I think that you can look forward to when you spend time in Brittany's world. So I'm glad that you get a chance to experience her, and like, we can talk about it. We can have all the marketing stuff around it, but like, she lives it, and she lives it by saying yes. You get what I'm saying? So like, just know, like, that part can't be faked. That part can't be like marketed to. It is just who she bees. And I know that if you spend time with her in her world, you'll get some similar experience, right? So with that being said, let's get into the work. Outliers, I'm going to let you know the same thing I let Brittany know, which is that I know where we're heading, but I'm making this up this time around, like, in real time. There's a lot of messiness that will come in. We'll start doing something. I'm like, oh wait, we have to go back, or whatever it is. And like the mess, that was actually my cue to let us know that, like, oh, we need to come on and potentially put this into the live stream format, because we're gonna be created in real time. So I'm gonna go over and focus purely on the screen. I'll zoom in a bit here just so we can get to a good level of seeing. So Brittany, I'll use you to like just be our proxy for everyone else out there. How does it look? Can you see the screen pretty well?
Yeah, that looks good to me.
All right, cool. So y'all, what we're going to be creating here is essentially, we want to. Brittany has a unique way of bringing people into her business. It involves showing up with genuine connection, bringing in some high level actual support, and then inviting them into different opportunities to continue working with them. And Brittany, I'll let you speak to that if you want to in a bit. But what we're going to do right now is really get into what is her game, so that we can see with clarity how how her client creation, she's building in a very genuine way to Brittany. This is how she wants to build her business, right? So we're going to see, like, all right, given that you're building this in a genuine way, how do we track it along the way, and how do we know how it's performing along the way, so that we then come in and say, as we're looking to improve it and to expand the impact that we're having, and make sure we're doing it in a sustainable way. And to me, a sustainable way means that both your energy is good and you're getting the finances to be able to continue it. We're able to put our energies into the places that most require some additional support, as opposed to just trying to fix something that may not even be broken. All right. So what we're going to do right now is, let's just dive into it. So we're going to build this out here. I'm going to actually just build. It's funny, y'all. I haven't done like a lot of spread. built in years. Like I used to like play in Excel. Have Google Docs. So I feel like how quickly do I feel dated when I just say that. Maybe I won't say that going forward. Um, this is going to be created probably in two tabs. One is going to be a dashboard page, which synthesizes and collates all the information, and the other one's going to be like an inputs page, and that's going to be on a daily basis, like or basically what's happening with um, each client along the way, or each potential client along the way. And then what we'll do is that we'll create the individual client journey on this page that you're going to see here, and then at another time I'll go and create the dashboard that then goes and aggregates this information. Now, we also use Go High Level. I'm sure that you can do this in Go High Level at some point, but right now I'm going to start it off in Excel, and you can watch our process and see where you can take it. All right, cool. So, Brittany, I can't see you. If there's anything you want to say, just go ahead, unmute yourself, say it out loud. Ask me any questions. Every question you ask is going to be beneficial for both you, me, because I want to learn how to actually like why am I actually doing what I'm doing, and then for anyone that's watching. Well, we call this, just when you ask me a question, what you're helping me do is take the thing that I'm unconsciously competent at, that like I'm just like, oh, I'm just doing it because I know. When you ask me a question, you actually give me a chance to bring in some nuance and to distill some information in a meaningful way. And that's actually one of the, like, as outliers who are choosing to be trailblazers, who are choosing to go out and support other people, that skill set or that ability to be able to take that thing they were doing unconsciously and turn it into something they were doing intentionally, it's actually hard to get to. So just know that you're in service when that happens. Sound good?
Sounds great. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and build this thing. So what we ultimately want to be doing is just making sure that um, we have a we have a pathway for someone to come through, and we're watching it for them to become a client in a way that feels really genuine to us. And so we're just gonna make sure we're capturing that there. And we want to be able to catch the various stages of it, as well as like the each major component within it. We don't need to know, like, did they reach out, did they read like every single article, or did I make a comment back? Like, some of those things are going to be ways that we choose to enhance some of the results we get. But like what we really need to know is, it really just comes down to like, did we invite them? Did they schedule something? Did they show up to it? And did we make a proposal from it? Right. So, Brittany, your thing has, if I'm not mistaken, has like a way that you connect with people first and foremost. And so you have a couple different ways of connecting with them. I'll come back into how we want to like capture that going forward. But for right
Mhm.
now, we'll kind of have like a connection area. And that might be like one or two different like columns. We'll see how it goes in the long run.